Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Here we go. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. Just a single game at home. After this one, it's back on the road for the Knicks.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Wow, that is a big-time drive by Jalen Williams. This guy can do it all.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. We felt it. Even over here, we felt it. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Murray. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. And Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
And it's Antetokounmpo, top of the key. Left side, Ball. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Giannis dunks it down.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
Murray down low. Here's Williams to the wing right side. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
It's so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Nobody near Williams. No good with the triple. Antetokounmpo up top. On the wing, Porter. Screen by Giannis. Down low. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Giannis has got his second bucket.
Well, this is what you call hitting the ground running. 4 shots taken, 4 shots made.
Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Porter. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Allie, we appreciate the reports.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Let's see the best move. Look at her move.
So both teams making some changes here. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Williams. And Williams slams it in.
Oh, my goodness, Jay. Dub deep in his bag on that dunk.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
Banton's shot is off.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Williams can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Wiggins outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, the leaping ability and wingspan of Andrew Wiggins is helping him dominate above the rim.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
First personal foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's Banton. Still scoreless. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Murray. The Knicks pull it in. Williams inside. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it.
And that's one of Murray's go-to moves. He gets you on your heels and then just pulls up on a string.
29 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattle.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Murray, good.
Kind of a streaky outside shooter, but it's always a good sign when that shot is falling for Murray.
Here's Banton. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Williams. Got it off in time. And it's in. Wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score. New York.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Knicks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
TV, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Misses from close range. And Murray's got the ball here for the Cavaliers. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. So it's the Cavaliers now. Shots good by Williams. Williams has got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Inside. Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, this clearly an area that LaMelo Ball takes pride in, the ability to set up his guys.
A clear look for Williams. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Ball from long range. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 for the floor so far. And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
Clock is at 3. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Now it's a 7-point Cavalier lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Butler. Oh! Thrown down by Butler.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Williams for 3. Giannis grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Williams in the post, and he converts the layup. Williams has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Williams, because of his frame, he's very comfortable operating in the paint. This guy won't settle.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. That's good from Ball. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Drummond in the post. He has yet to score. Sinks that one from the post. And the Cavaliers lead by 6. They set the pick. Here's Patton. Shumshay, no good. Pass to Drummond. Here's Topic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Williams. For 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Out to the wing. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, you love the kind of space that Andre Drummond eats up on the interior. Some guys don't play up to their size. Andre Drummond sure does.
Second team foul.
1:19 left here in the second.
Number 5.
Pass to Shumshay. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Driving the lane. Choke pitch, no good. Knicks trail by 6. Now, Wiggins. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's hauled in by Lyle. And so here's Cleveland. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the inside. Here's Drummond. It's hauled in by Shumshay. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. Misses from short range. And Grimes has it in the corner. Here's Drummond. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. New York calls timeout.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks.
Cleveland leading by 6. And it's Murray penetrating. And he banks in the layup. Murray's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Cavs. Quarter, no luck.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Shakes him. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for the Cavs.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And he drives in. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the speed behind Murray's drive, just powering his way through.
And it's Ball penetrating. Outside Williams. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the 3-point bomb. Williams has got 9 points.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Shot by Grimes. No good. Knicks trail by 7. Over in the corner, Williams. And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. Using his size, Giannis.
Boy, you have got to be pleased with the start of this third quarter. 3 for 4 out of the gate. Just keep your rhythm now. Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Ball from long range. Rebound, Andre Drummond.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Offensive rebound. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And Cleveland making a change here. Here's Murray. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter. There's Ball with the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery. But boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
That's how you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to Claxton. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Claxton's got his second basket of the game.
If you look at a shot chart of Nick Claxton, it's going to be painted heavy right there.
Left side, Butler. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Greg, when it comes to All-Star Weekend, which event do you look forward to the most?
It's got to be the three-point contest, right? No judges, no half-hearted defense. There's a purity to it that I just appreciate.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And it's Butler missing. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Djorcic. And the Knicks miss again. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Cleveland. Beyond the arc. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Here's Murray. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so it's New York with it. There's Giannis with the slam.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. As now we'll give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Sit down. Let it go, everyone. Let's hear it.
The Cavaliers leading by 11. Pass to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got 12 points in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Three-pointer, Butler. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Djorcic. Scoreless thus far. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Topic. It's hauled in by Shumshay. Knicks trail by 13. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Here's Djorcic. Lets it go with a three. No good that time. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by
57.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So it's New York now. It's a 13-point game. Screen by Wiggins. There's Ball with the three. Good on the three-point shot. Ball's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Knicks. Out to the right wing. Here's Benton. Wiggins surveying the floor. Pass to Shumshay. The kick out to Williams. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Knicks trailed by 10. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Pass to Murray. Takes a three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Now the Knicks with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight, just unreal.
Right side, Williams. A three-pointer is right on target.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
And it's Murray with the jam.
After developing much more as a scorer, we're seeing Murray with the ability to take the game over.
Back to Williams. Higgins outside. 6 to shoot. For the three. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Ball. And the rejection by Claxton. Williams with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. Murray, good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
Here's Claxton. Fires the three. DeJounte Murray again. Murray's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they get it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Murray with it. Outguarded by Giannis. Pass to Coward. That three off the mark. Knicks trailed by 19. And here is Williams. Going inside. And there's the dunk.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he?
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Cavaliers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeJounte Murray.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Tipped away. And it's Wiggins with the ball for the New York Knicks. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Banton. Takes the three. Down it goes for 3. Cavaliers on offense.
Cavaliers.
They led the game at one point by 20.
57.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Yeah, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that about wraps it up.